And I said to Kevin Durant, hey, if you would have played back in our era and they put you in the triple post at that mid post area and they took Michael Jordan out and you played with Pippen and you played with Kukoc and you got to run into the mid post, shit. Would he have won 6 championships? Absolutely.
Michael Jordan took pride in playing 80-plus games, competing them on both ends of the floor. Michael Jordan was not that guy. Michael Jordan didn't run the situations. People ran to him. And so when you talk about KD, like, to me...
Nah, Perk cooking on this take. All right, so former NBA player and Hall of Famer Isiah Thomas says that the Bulls would still win 6 chips if you replaced Michael Jordan with Kevin Durant. And Kendrick Perkins actually responded to Isiah Thomas's take. So I'll play that after this initial clip. So let's get into it.
And I said this to Kevin Durant, and I'm going to say this to all of you sitting on the panel. And I said to Kevin Durant, hey, if you would have played back in our era and they put you in the triple post at that mid post area and they took Michael Jordan out and you played with Pippen and you played with Kukoc and you got to run into the mid post, shit. Would he have won 6 championships? Absolutely. With Rodman and Pippen and Kukoc and BJ and Craig Hodges and all them around him, and he get to post up in the mid-range, and that ball is, targeted to him every night, and he's getting up 25, 30 attempts. Yeah, he can do the same thing. The most amazing thing about Kevin Durant is, go back and, ask one of your research guys to pull this data up. How many shot attempts does Durant have compared to the shot attempts that Jordan had to break the record?
We got to get a research crew, first of all. That's going to be our number one thing we're going to take.
He's definitely one of the most efficient scorers to ever play this game. So I can understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't think he's taking like over 16, 17 shots a night. Very rarely is you see Kevin Durant like taking 30 shots. He gives it to you, on 17, 18 shots.
That's real.
All right, so that's former NBA player Isiah Thomas saying that the Bulls will still win their 6 championships. So basically still be a dynasty if you replace Michael Jordan with Kevin Durant. Now, here's Kendrick Perkins' response.
Kevin Durant, if you would have played back in our era and they put you in the triple post at the mid post area and they took Michael Jordan out, you played with Pippen, you played with Kukoc, would he have won 6 championships? Absolutely. Noting how many shot attempts it took KD to pass Jordan in career points, he is 13th in field goals attempted and 5th in points all time. Do you agree? If not 6, how many would they have won? How would it affect Scottie Pippen's legacy? Perk?
Fuck no, I don't agree. And the one thing that a big thing that separates Michael Jordan from Kevin Durant is the mentality. Michael Jordan has never come on record and said he's not a leader. Michael Jordan led the pack. Michael Jordan was first in sprints. Michael Jordan took pride in playing 80-plus games, competing them on both ends of the floor. Michael Jordan was not that guy. Michael Jordan didn't run the situations. People ran to him. And so when you talk about KD, like, to me...
Nah, Perk cooking on this take.
I respect Isiah Thomas, man. I talk to him all the time. Great friend of mine, but I'm just disagreeing with him on this basketball tape. So if he watches it, because he's probably going to see it, he's probably going to call... No, he's going to call me, and we're going to have our conversation. And I'm going to give him that conversation out of respect for an NBA legend and a brother. But he's lost his damn mind. And KD really, to be honest with you, when you talk about what he needs to be getting done, what he needs to be doing is leading his Rockets team somewhere. That's what he needs to be focused on. I'm not saying he's not. That's the bigger conversation because ever since he left Golden State, the narrative is still going to be what it is. Brooklyn, one of the biggest busts, one of the biggest disasters in NBA history. Phoenix, oh my God, we want to talk about that, firing 2 championship head coaches. Now you're
What is this horrible feedback?
back with the Houston Rockets, a team that traded away a lottery pick guy that they drafted at number 2 at Jalen Green, the heart and soul. Phoenix is doing pretty damn good, and the Rockets are still going through identity crisis. So the answer, no, I don't agree with Isiah Thomas when it comes to that. I may not have Jordan as my GOAT because that's Braun, but he's damn sure number 2 on that fucking list of mine. I keep J's on my feet, and I would never,
Miley.
ever fucking disrespect what
Proud of
he
you.
done and how he did it.
That's
3?
music reference.
I mean, 2 3-peats? Like, what the hell are
he
we
not doing
talking
that.
about?
So I mean, this is a pretty good take by Kendrick Perkins. Now I'm gonna go back to the.
And I said this to Kevin Durant,
My bad. Let me.
and
I'm gonna pause the sound. Kevin Durant is obviously one of the all-time greats in this of the NBA, and he passed Michael Jordan to be top 5 in scoring. You know, he's a legend, of course. One of the most efficient scorers the NBA has ever seen. And obviously, if you put him in Jordan's situation with the same exact players, the coach and everything, yeah, he'll get buckets. But it's not just about scoring points that Jordan provided to win championships. So it's all the intangibles, the toughness, the tenacity, and like Kendrick Perkins said, being a leader, not basic. Because again, Kendrick Perkins stated facts. KD came out and said that he's not the leader type, and it's okay. Like, people are different, right? But Jordan never came out and said that, right? Jordan was the unquestioned leader in that Bulls locker room, and he, lifted up Scottie Pippen, lifted up Horace Grant, all those guys, and he three-peated twice, right? Won 3 championships in a row, won 3 in a row, retired, took a break, came back, and by the way, when he came back, he dropped 55, I think the double nickel, in his 4th game back against the Knicks. Then he three-peats, right? So obviously, I don't agree with Isiah Thomas on this take. It's clear as day that Isiah Thomas has some sort of animosity for Jordan, right? Because of the Last Dance, because of his comments. And honestly, if I'm being really honest, I don't even think deep down Isiah Thomas believes what he's saying. Like, there's no way you come out and say, simply because KD is a very good scorer and, he scored more points on less shots than Jordan, that makes him at the same level. If you replace it, it doesn't make basketball sense. It just doesn't. And Kevin Durant is one of the all-time greats. I'm a huge fan of Kevin Durant, but he even said it himself. Kevin Durant said it himself. He said Jordan is untouchable. So I don't think, let's say Kevin Durant, I'm pretty sure Kevin Durant heard this take. I don't even think Kevin Durant would agree with Isiah Thomas. So let me know what you guys think about this topic in particular. Is Isiah Thomas grasping at straws here to try to get a response from Jordan? Obviously, Michael Jordan isn't responding to this shit, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. I appreciate the support. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.